Hello Aries, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next couple of weeks. So that's from the 10th to the 24th of May 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is the Pythia Botanica oracle that I'm using today just to draw a couple of cards from to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Aries for the 10th to the 24th of May 2021? What messages are here for Aries for the next 2 weeks? What does Aries need to know at this time? So this deck doesn't fan well, and I'll just choose a couple of cards like this. And let's see what you get. Transfer grief and look away. Yes, so this sort of implies that, you know, with the elderflower, transfer grief, and narcissus, look away. It's calling you to distract yourself, not to not get stuck in too much contemplation and self-reflection. You may be feeling upset about something, whereas in here it sort of says grief. You may be, grieving over some loss. But the call is to use that energy to create something good from it, to find a cause that will temper the pain and give you a new direction and a new focus. So it's, it suggests that if there's a difficulty you're going through, the best thing you can do is to distract yourself, to resist too much mulling over what's upset you, and rather put your energies into bringing something positive out of it. So there you have, transfer grief and look away. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. Let's see what's on the cards for Aries for the 10th to the 24th of May 2021. What messages are here for Aries for the next 2 weeks? What does Aries need to know at this time? So today I'm using the 5-cent tarot, and I'll be putting out my usual 8-card spread with the first 2 cards depicting you, where you are now in your current situation, and then the next 2 cards highlighting the challenges that you face at this time, with the following 2 cards offering you some guidance from divine energies as you work towards the last 2 cards, which may reveal your possible outcome to the stage. So let's see what you get. You start here, oh my gosh, with the Lovers and the 4 of Buttons. So there's a choice, a connection. Actually, what I'm seeing in this is really, the choice is whether to stay where you're stable, as depicted in the 4 of Buttons, stability, security, and holding on to that. Whether you stay there or whether you choose something new, something different that is perhaps more exciting or more passionate, and may bring more knowledge. So it's a dilemma of whether to stay committed or to make a commitment to move out, to expand your boundaries and move away from what feels safe. And there you have is your challenge, the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. There you go. This is very much like, the narcissist card. The 4 of Cups is about dwelling contemplation and, self-reflection. It also sort of indicates perhaps a sense of having too much. You've got two very secure cards here with the Four of Buttons where you are, and the Four of Cups is your challenge, that sense of cessation, of having almost too much, and then with that comes a sense of apathy. And the idea with that the Four of Cups portrays is that in looking too much into this, being too apathetic, you may not notice something new coming your way, a new potential that's arising. And linked though with the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups sort of suggests that more in line with contemplation, maudling, moodiness, inner reflection, because the Eight of Cups is about then doing something about that sense of dissatisfaction and moving on. So your challenge is whether to stay or whether it is to walk away and leave something that is no longer fulfilling, no longer fitting, in search of something more fulfilling, something more attractive, something that may involve, cutting ties or slothing some aspect in order to go on a, almost like an inner journey to find something more fulfilling, to find something that is more rewarding. Your guidance cards, even in line with the Eight, in line of walking away, it sort of suggests an expanding, finding your, so the guidance here is sort of an urge to expand, to look for that sense of progress, to you've put, it sort of suggests you put possibilities out there, you may have already begun things, and it's about feeling that sense of the first rewards coming in. It's sort of suggests feeling of taking things a little further, waiting for things to progress, and looking out for things to progress. Next to the Six of Cups, again, this is sort of very much a shall I stay or shan't I? The Six of Cups is sort of hearkening to your better days, hearkening to the past, a sense of nostalgia. So it's well in line with your Four of Cups, which is all about contemplation, reflection. So I get a sense here, the advice is, looking within, looking back, and reconnecting with a piece of who you used to be may urge you to begin to expand. Perhaps you remember dreams that you had set for yourself, goals that you had thought you'd have accomplished, and that you may have forgotten in feeling very comfortable, forgotten in holding on to what is of material value to you. And now the call is to find something more emotionally or spiritually fulfilling, something more soulful, and that may cause you to move on, to expand away from what is comfortable and safe. And it takes you to it certainly takes you to ending something. It may cause you a lot of overthinking, a lot of worry, a lot of grief, but then bringing something to an end, finding, sort of drawing a line and cutting, and, with the needles, which are swords, cutting ties, and moving forwards to begin to master something else, to put your focus into something that you can build up to a sense of accomplishment, and something that brings you self-worth, abundance, security and stability again. So there is your grief here, sort of lingering where you begin is one of your challenges, but it's also, you know, in deciding you want to expand, in deciding you want to leave something behind, it's going to cause a lot of stress and anxiety that you will need to work through, and that may bring you to deciding to end something, and that ending may be extreme, and it may cut ties, it may be hurtful to you or others, but it's sort of all in alignment with finding something more fulfilling, finding something that you can master, something that you can truly expand with and build on. And, you know, the look away is also sort of suggesting that through that difficulty that you'll be moving towards, in order to expand, in order to find something more fulfilling, on a spiritual or emotional level, and in order to find something that you can put your efforts and desires in, you know, that you can put your energy and your focus into, you may, you know, this is going to just detract from the difficulty of moving on. So it sort of shows, you know, having come from a point where you have been in something that is secure and stable, you've held on to that because it's comfortable, but from within something begins to niggle, something begins to shift, and you don't feel comfortable then anymore. The choice is either to stay where it's stable and you don't make waves, or whether to walk away and pursue something that is going to allow you to expand and to reconnect with that sense of innocence, that sense of feeling contentment with the world and with who you are, enabling you to expand, to grow, to master something. But the tearing away from what is stable will be stressful. It may come with guilt, it may come with worry, and it may end, you know, it brings you towards an ending, a final ending, but you are urged to transfer that tension, that difficulty into the focus of building up something new, something stable, something secure, something that you can be proud of. So there you have it, Aries. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons. And then have a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.